Hey, what is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 brand new Assetto Corsa car and track mods that you need to check out. We got some super cool stuff on today's list, from some classic and current road cars to some fantastic racing tracks, some super cool high quality stuff to take a look at today. Before we get into it though, I'd like to give a quick shout out to my second channel, JC Racing. If you want to see some broader sim racing content besides just Assetto Corsa mods, that will be your one-stop shop for it. You can find it down in the link in the description below. But without further ado, let's get right on to the first mod on today's list. Is the 2000 Peugeot 406. This is made by Steve Fenomenzana. I hope I said that right. Fenomenzana. There you go. That's probably how you say it. This thing has 440 brake horsepower, 407 Newton meters of torque. It weighs 350 kilograms. Of course, it has been upgraded here from its base car, the Peugeot 406. Definitely did not have 440 brake horsepower out of the box, but quite the car this thing is. It's very, very quick. It's got some subtle styling for the most part. It's got like a special flow word written on the air intake, and it's got some aftermarket wheels that for my taste are a little too large, the rims, but I digress. It's still a pretty cool car, and if you like tuned street cars, this will definitely be one you want to check out. You can find it down in the link in the description below. Next up on the list, we have Motorsports Arena Oschersleben. I hope I'm saying that right. I think that's how you say it. I don't know how else you could say it. This is a GP track in Oschersleben, Germany. This one has 3 layouts: a GP layout, a club layout, and a moto layout. Looking at the GP one, it is 3.7 kilometers long. This is made by TM Modding, and this has just recently been updated as well with a lot of new features and goodies to check out. So if you installed this one a while ago, definitely worth a reinstall if you haven't already. Very high quality track. It's got 40 pits as well, so pretty much any kind of racing you want to do around here, you will be able to do. You can find this one down in the link in the description below. If you like kind of not as much club racing, but kind of like that, you know, junior formula, junior GT sports car kind of racing tracks, you'll really like this one. Next up on the list, we have the Nissan Skyline R33 GTR. This is kind of the, I won't call it an ugly duckling, but the kind of forgotten child of the Nissan lineup. It is definitely a mix between an R32 and an R34, but keeping a lot of the styling of the R32, just kind of modernizing it a little bit, but it is still a fantastic car in its own right. This one is from the 1955 model year. It has 333 brake horsepower, and it weighs 1,550 kilograms. In this, there is also a GTS Type M included. I'm not looking at that today, but that is also a very cool car if you want to check that one out as well. Tons of super nice color options as well, including the beautiful midnight purple. This is made by MA7 Hughes, I hope I said that right, and Arch as well. So quite the car that they have produced. Very good looking, and it does have the Japanese number plates on it, so it's ready for all of your Shitoko activities. You can find this one down in the link in the description below. Next up, we throw it over to a fictional track where, if you've played Need for Speed, you will recognize this is the Dakota GP Circuit. This is made by RMI, and what a circuit this is. I wish they had the oval version of it as well, so I'd love to see that in a future update, because it is quite a big, I think it's a triangle kind of shaped, I'm pretty sure, so it'd be very unique. But anyway, we're talking about the GP track today. 2.3 kilometers long. It only has 18 pits, so you're not gonna be able to get a super big grid around here, but besides that, it's got all of your current Assetto Corsa features like rain effects, night lighting, and a whole lot more. So a super fun fictional track. I know these aren't everyone's thing, but especially if you were a Need for Speed fan back in the day, this might be one one you want to try out. You can find it down in the link in the description below. And finally on the list, we have the 2023 Hyundai Elantra / Elantra N. This is a sports sedan made by Hyundai, however you want to say it. It has 280 brake horsepower, 392 newton meters of torque. It weighs 1,450 kilograms. I would love to credit the author of this car, however, it is all in Korean, so I unfortunately will not be able to, but it is over on their Patreon. It is free, but if you do want to support the modder, do feel free to do so. This is a pretty high quality car. I have in my family, not me personally, 2023 Elantra, not an N, but from the interior details I could say it is pretty damn good to the real life car. I actually do quite like these things. I don't think I'd ever buy one with my own money, but still a very cool sports sedan and kind of a successor almost in a way to like a WRX STI, since they aren't really making that anymore. Just doesn't have as much aero, of course, but still a really cool car. If you want to check it out, I highly recommend you do. You can find this one down in the link in the description below. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. If you did enjoy this video, a like and a sub would mean a lot. Once again, be sure to check out my second channel, JC Racing. That will be the top link in the description below. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one, guys.